Yeah, I mean, when his grandparents built a house in Phoebus, which is sort of near Hampus University campus, and when he left there, it's like a little tough little town. You know, he got bullied for a little bit, and then he realized what he had to do not to get bullied. That's when he started liking. You know, he's a big on weapons and knives, and he used to practice throwing knives. You know what I'm saying? just to scare other kids, or whatever. And so, you know, like if you look at the trailer, you know, he's in the interview, he just picks up a gun. It's like, yeah, you know, this whatever, that he's really into weapons. So it definitely was about people not fucking with him, you know, and it was a defense thing, and he didn't really have no one to defend him, no one to look out for him, no one to, especially after his grandparents died, you know, who he called his parents, who's gonna protect Weldon. So Weldon had to look like he didn't need protection. Unfortunately, a lot of people didn't know what he was going through emotionally, maybe financially. But there's a theory that you shouldn't need to know what your people is going through to look out for your people. Exactly. Like if I got $1 and it's like, well, I didn't know son was, you know, he didn't have no money. I see he wasn't eating. I didn't know. It's like I had $1 though. You know what I'm saying? So I could have gave him a quarter or something like that. You know, so.
Just ask like, yo, you hungry?
Are you hungry? You know, no, I'm not hungry. You know, come on. But if it's your man, it's like, come on, son, I know when you ate last, whatever, you know. But you know, I wasn't there. Yeah. I'm here now. You know, so after 40 interviews, I have a pretty decent understanding of what happened, and it happens all the time to mostly everybody. You know, people who are stars don't get to be stars, you know, without having to sacrifice some things. Yeah, no, they endure, but they sacrifice things in people as well.
I would say like without enduring some kind of pain, like something like they, especially like I would say comedians, because like they have to be happy, they have to be funny, they don't have time to be sad or grieve, the case may be.
No, that is true, but I was going more so beyond that. Is that because Weldon wasn't a star? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and we all have to go through pain. But in order to go through to be a star, you can't necessarily give somebody a quarter. All quarters is for you. It's like, especially music, right? Music, or a front person in the music band, or say a rap group, right? From what I can tell, it's the only profession in which you have a team of people who put everything into you, so you can live out your dreams. Yeah. Ain't no doctor team. I don't mean about auntie so-and-so was watching the baby while you were in school. There's no other profession. There's no basketball team helping you on the court. You can't help me on the court. Yeah. You know, there's nothing except for the singer, which is amazing. The drummer of the band does not have a team around him, not putting money in for his drums. But singers, whether it be rapper or singers, they have all these people who will lay down their mama's money for you, so you can do it.
They got an A&R, they got the PR, the management, the accounting.
Right, all working for free, all that, camera, DJ, everything, just everything for free, and hope that this person makes their dreams, and so maybe, you know, they'll pull me up as well. And me dealing with music, I've lived through that, you know, a lot of years, you know, tens of thousands, you know, artists that I've managed, people that I work with, and it's a fucked up reality, but it's a fucked up mentality, you know, that now, mind you, there's a balance there because people who do that aren't really ready or willing to do what it takes to be the star. Yeah, man. And so it could be as a cop out, like, well, I'm not going to be the one to be, you know, the star. I'm going to put it all on them and I'll be happy. But then after a certain while, you see that star takes off, like all stars must. Yeah. It's like, damn, I'm here. And you look for the next one. You tell your little story. Oh, I helped so-and-so. I helped Victorious pop. And you have all these things, and it's not until you get to a certain age, like, damn, what about me? So Weldon, right, his damn, what about me, you know, came parallel to his helping everybody else, which can't work. You can't, let's say Lenny White, who's from Return to Forever, one of Weldon's students, came off tour, and he needs a pianist. He's a keyboard player for his new album. Weldon plays the keys. He wants to get ahead. So does Don Blackman, a 15-year-old that he discovered, you know, out in Jamaica, you know, saying the hood. what do? Do I tell Donald I want to be down with this band? Or do I do, I hook up the young boy? Boom, we have Donald Blackman. Boom, we have a Bernard Wright. But I have talents too. I'm just 35. Like, I still can do it.
Yeah.
So that within itself is tormenting because he didn't really make, a clear distinction, of what he really wanted to do.
Exactly.
So it's tough. But you can have that same football coaches or basketball coaches, college, high school level, they deal with it. I'm LeBron's coach from high school or whatever it is, and maybe I don't really watch, maybe they know his name, but you get the point, that because Weldon prepped people to go to Miles Davis's band and then beyond. But you don't hear these names of these, maybe from St. Raymond's or something, you usually won't hear, well, where was this person in school per se before we got to know this person. So his answer, at 58 years old, and you figure at 58, you figured it out. You figure, all right, I probably ain't gonna live but 5 more years, 10 more years anyway. Or you learn how to deal with the pain, whatever. I'm gonna just stuff it out. But at 58, you're like, nah, whatever I'm dealing with, I'm just out of here. You know what I'm saying? It is a hard thing to juggle, especially when you don't have too many people to talk to. Yeah, I'm sure he had. There's one person I think he did talk to. Her name is Marjorie Moon, but it's very rough, and I think you should have A, B, and C, and we're in 02 where we don't have smartphones, and maybe Joe Smo's on the road, somewhere, and like you can't reach him when you need him,
Not everyone had cell phones back then.
Right, and you have these, so you can't really text too much, so it's really nobody's fault. There's a lot of blame to go all around, but at the end of the day, he decided to go out and that way. And here we are, It's a good answer, right? It's good, concise. Thank you. What else you got?
I'm not complaining.
Okay.
Let's see. What do I got?
Wrecking Crew.
Oh yeah. Juice,
I love that movie.
I was going to ask, what do you think his impact would be if he was here today? As far
People
as
would still be shitting on him.
You think so?
That's my new answer for that question. Why wouldn't they? Shitting on him now with the film. People, you know what I'm saying? Like his son been alive 22 years. 23 years. You know what I'm saying? So you look at it based upon how they deal with his son. At his funeral, I'm told they lifted his son up on their shoulders. We got you.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like his son's, been in Queens, Long Island, whatever. So, you look at that. You look at how often do you say his name in your interviews, or is he in your bio, or are you just putting, these people that people would know in your bio? Like Weldon Irvine is an unknown name because the people who Weldon Irvine put in position are not saying his name. Ain't no one was, I can get heavy with it, but yeah, man, so they were shitting on him. He would be 70-something years old. Maybe get a Breakfast Club interview. Maybe. And talk about the sampling, samples that they, but nah, man, it's a ruthless game, man. It's a ruthless world, and honestly, he gave thanklessly, but he gave without really wanting in return. But it's on a human level, you would expect to get something, at least like in death, something in return, at least in death. Yeah. It's something. So when people see the documentary, and they ask, oh, where was Joe Smo? And you should have had some,
I'm quite sure you reached out to everybody.
See, people don't understand. That's like a Tupac movie. They say, oh, why didn't you talk to so-and-so? When you're doing the film, you reach out to everybody. The so-and-so's barber, the barber's plumber, you reach out to you have a long ass list. You have different priorities, A, B, and C, whatever, or 1, 2, 3, different color codes, wish lists. You have everybody. You have the small, intricate. You get the plumber, you're going to find out what was they eating. Did they shit at night? Whatever. You're going to find out different things that if you're a good filmmaker, you're able to weave things together. So, the whole thing when people say, which I don't think he did a good job, but Benny Boom, why didn't he, I saw 3 times, but why didn't Benny Boom talk to Jada Pinkett? Come on, knock it off. Like, Jay Boom had to try to reach out to everybody. People say no a lot, though. That's what he don't tell. People be saying no.